strong leg kick to open things up by Jeremy. I mean, he never fades. He's got great endurance.
Yes, and that's an important point because he really committed to the cardio and the endurance training when he moved down to featherweight.
You know, you watch Melendez and you watch the Diaz boys, and they don't tend to check as many kicks. And you saw Edson Barbosa really give Gil problems with outside leg kicks. You wonder if Jeremy's going to try to use that. There he is. He's thrown about 4 leg kicks already in this first round. It might benefit him to try that as the fight gets going.
Boy, a lot of guys are going to that low left kick, that low leg kick rather, like right below the knee.
Yeah.
It's such a devastating technique because no one's tough down there.
And the problem is, though, if they check one, you're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble if they check one.
That leg is messed up. I mean, he's got a nail in there again.
He's going to have to switch stances soon.
Yeah. It's such a knot, it almost looks like it's cracked.
Is that maybe damage from the Barbosa fight because he took so much damage on that leg? He's going to have to go into the fire with Stevens to get his punches off.
You wonder if he's, oh man, his leg is gone. His leg is gone.
Already.
Yeah, he's in real
It's
trouble.
broken, I think. Joe, you're right. It's messed up really bad. It's messed up really bad, Joe.
Yeah.
Look at that leg.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if it's just a massive knot or if there's some structural damage there.
He needs to change stances maybe. Or do that. Now he's just going forward and taking the fight to Jeremy.
Man, that leg.
Look at that.
Oh, beautiful right hand. And nice jab, too.
Look at Gilbert Melendez knowing that he's in trouble with the leg, just going forward. This reminds me of Stipe Miocic and Junior Dos Santos. Dos Santos landed 2 really nice leg kicks, and Stipe just kind of went after him. He can't sit back. Gilbert Melendez needs to go forward and keep taking the fight to Jeremy Stevens.
Just next level heart and toughness, though. I mean, DC, how do you put that out of your mind and press forward?
It's hard. It's very hard because you know if one more lands, he may have to go back down to the ground.
Right.
The swelling on that leg, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane. It looks like there's a rat trying to get out of his knee. I mean, it really does look like a small animal is trapped under his skin. But Gilbert just,
look at that.
Took it right there. Oh,
again.
Man. Right on the button, Jeremy.
Right on that bull.
And Stevens wisely attacks that left leg once again.
He's got to change positions. If he gets back to his feet, he needs to go to try to fight southpaw. It's the only way he will allow himself to stay in this fight.
This is shocking that Jeremy decided to go to the ground with him. I would have thought he would tell him to stand back up. I mean, he could barely stand on that leg. Oh, he nailed him, the big shot there. If he could lure Jeremy into a brawl and take away those kicks.
That would be his best bet. Because right here's the danger zone. Because here, Jeremy can let off a kick.
Looked like a knee for Melendez, found the target.
Melendez is having a hard time. He's having a hard time even pushing off that left leg to land that knee. You can see the struggle.
DC, when you're an orthodox fighter and you're forced to go southpaw, I mean, how much time do you even spend in that southpaw stance in training?
You don't spend much time there. You know, you don't. I mean, some guys just naturally want to switch. But it's not his preferred stance, obviously. But he can't risk taking too many of these leg kicks.
And Jeremy goes to the inside with his right leg now.
Stevens continues to mix it up well here.
There you go. You see, he switched again. Now watch, he's back out to southpaw. Back out to southpaw until he gets close. There it is.
He went to it again.
He got him.
Oh, man.
He got him. He can't take any of those kicks.
Now you see it's pretty much every event.
Yeah.
Some swelling underneath the left eye of Jeremy Stevens. Let's now go into the blue corner of Gilbert Melendez.
What's that? Pop on the punch. Straight left right here.
Yeah, he's got to. He's got to start
straight left. Yes.
He just keeps on punching. Look at that. Nice combination.
Oh, beautiful uppercut, and then the hook from Jeremy Stevens. But remarkable that Gilbert Melendez has seen the 10th minute of this fight, given how the early minutes played out. The truly elite strikers, though, do change up that tempo.
Nice uppercut.
Dropped him again with that kick. Oh, man. Look at the size of the swelling on that shin now.
And just like he did towards the end of the first round, Jeremy Stevens goes to the canvas here. 10 minutes down.
Once again, trying to do exactly what the corner asked him. Stay southpaw, walk him down. But Jeremy Stephens is fighting a phenomenal fight.
And Jeremy connected with that right hand.
Because you know there's no push off the back leg to try to secure a takedown here. A level change would be very difficult for Melendez because of the damage that his leg is taking. So it will take a counter to try to secure a takedown.
Ooh. Well, Stephens hasn't missed 22 of 22.
Oh.
But didn't he check one of those leg kicks?
Yeah, he checked a few of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know who's doing the counting.
Stephens continuing to follow up that uppercut with a left hook. Under 3.5 here to go in this third and final round.
It's tough to tell what's buckling because he's just not moving so securely. But look how he walks him down.
Still trying to fight. It's a warrior spirit, man, Gilbert Melendez. And what a performance by Jeremy Stephens.
Oh!
Tagging with that right hand. Gilbert comes right back.
It's the only way that he can fight him right now. But Jeremy's doing a good job of mixing hard strikes and soft strikes.
173. 173, then an overhand. No, regular. 3-2 now.
Slap 3-2.
Good.
Keep back.
Jeremy's fighting an excellent fight. Oh, beautiful. 2 in a row. Oh, man.
How about Melendez?
It's tough as nails.
That even got Stephens' respect.
Look at that. He just clapped for him.
Gilbert Melendez is as tough as they come.
And Jeremy again is choosing to try to attack that right leg as well.
He looks as good as we've ever seen him.
That's a real good point because sometimes you cover the guy who's surviving more than you cover the guy who's putting the beating on him.
And how about the output, too? I mean, this guy has thrown almost 250 significant strikes.
And still got this kind of power. Nice knee there by Gilbert. It's that power that he carries deep into the rounds. It's so interesting. I mean, Jeremy really has worked on that endurance, but the power is always there with this kid.
It's a guy who's been on the UFC roster more than 10 years, made his UFC debut on his 21st birthday against Dean Thomas at UFC 71.
Oh, those body shots are nasty.
Oh. That one forced Gilbert Melendez to his back.
You know, surprising that Jeremy doesn't just make him get up, and he nailed him there on the get up. Oh, and down again. Big shots from Stephens. But this gives Gilbert a chance to recover.
Yeah, he's in half guard here. Very easy for Jeremy to go to 3/4 mount here. Just push that leg down. Slide the knee right through. Thread it.
Stephens continues to apply pressure here down the stretch. Melendez perhaps chasing a moral victory by going the distance on one leg. Outstanding performance for Jeremy Stephens tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 30-26, 30-26, and 30-25 for the winner by unanimous decision, Jeremy Little Heathen Stephens.
Every prospect, the gloves have to come off. Earlier we saw one and it didn't go so well. This is the second high prospect of the night. Let's see how Pedro handles the veteran Latifi. So he should find confidence in knowing that one of the best guys in the division he gets to train with on a daily basis.
Good shots to the body by Latifi, good knee to the body by Tyson.
Pedro said they worked a lot on situational stuff at Jackson Wink MMA in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Pedro has spent some time in the past with Extreme Couture, with Mike Winklejohn in his corner tonight.
Again with the leg kick, Latifi catches it, but Pedro able to stand up for now.
He's getting his hands locked. If he gets his hands locked, it's going to be very difficult for Pedro to defend his takedown. Yep, got those hands locked. Big takedown by Latifi.
Big
Right
takedown right
control.
inside control. Here's the scramble. Latifi's on top. Again, Latifi with tremendous control. Offensive. He's got to move his arms and get down to the neck.
Yep.
But this is the problem in doing so, the scramble.
Yep, good job by Pedro.
Real
Big
good job.
explosion.
Because as soon as he realized that the arms weren't around his body anymore, he was going for the neck. That's when he popped and moved. Not enough control, but the only opportunity for offense from the top.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Fake low. That was a slick move. It didn't work, but that just shows where this guy's creativity is at. Look low and kick high. It's the oldest trick in the book.
Pedro, black belt in Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
And Latifi again passes that guard.
Yep. Now Latifi can actually gain some real control.
Yeah, because now he's in side control as opposed to north-south. But let's see if Tyson puts him back in the north-south. Either with underhook, now he's got it. Now that's better.
Now he's going to it.
Oh, look at that quick explosion. Pushes off with his heels. Very fast.
And Joe, that's great early.
Yes.
But as the fight goes longer,
Right.
he's escaping on pure explosion.
Right.
He's not using the best technique to get back to his feet. He's just big and strong, so he's getting back to his feet. But what happens in round 2 and 3 when that explosion isn't there anymore? How does he manage to get back to his feet then? And Latifi's actually making him work, making him grind, staying on the single, keeping his body pressed against him. People don't realize how tiring this is.
Choke opportunity here. Latifi's got to be careful here. Watch his neck. Oh, and he caught him with the left hand.
Final seconds here of round 1. Both men had their moments.
See, he does that a lot.
So Tyson Pedro hits a second round for the first time in his pro mixed martial arts career.
It makes you guess. He's got a lot going on there. He's overloading Latifi's senses because Latifi's trying to figure out where things are coming from, and he's just not sure. It's not that linear. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Kick to the body there. Oh,
Nice
strong
kick by
leg
Latifi.
kick by
Big
Latifi.
leg kick, yeah.
Oh,
nice body
comes
kick.
back. They're going tit for tat here.
Yeah.
Latifi came in having finished 4 of his 5 UFC wins in 3 minutes or fewer.
Latifi would be wise to get back to the wrestling, get back to the clinch, get back to trying to use his strength because this kid is dangerous. Everything comes off of a feint too. You watch him, everything is kind of feint. He doesn't just attack. Watch before he attacks. He tries to feint. Give Latifi, like you said, overload his senses. Give him something, look at that, give him something else to think about before he actually attacks. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, beautiful. And noticing that moment, that momentary pause where Latifi was standing in front of him, tries that high kick. Now Latifi's going bulldog on him.
I've had enough of you, young man. I've had enough of you.
Well, you want to talk about potential for Tyson Pedro. This is just his second full camp as a pro without a full-time job.
That's amazing.
To take on the unbeaten rising star, Darren Till.
Nice.
Oh,
nice takedown. Oh, he threw something in the triangle. You got to be careful here.
By the way, that is an outstanding fight. Darren Till is no joke.
Amen.
He's dangerous, he's young, he's undefeated, and he's got just that look about him like a real potential prospect. So this is a huge step up for him.
How about the boy Cowboy going, I don't even know who Darren Till is. Leave it to Cowboy to say some stuff like that.
Yeah, he probably said it while he was drinking a beer and chewing tobacco.
The right hand back to his other hand. He's getting some big damage off here. In a very close round, this pays dividends.
Oh, these are hard shots.
Man, these are hard.
And Tyson's eating him to try to get back to his feet. But those are hard shots he ate. He ate 3 or 4 clean shots to the face from a tank of a man.
Under a minute to go here in the round, and I'm not saying he made it look easy, but not every day guys get out from underneath Ilir Latifi. So certainly a feather in the cap of Tyson Pedro as he fires a couple elbows here.
And he's trying to move, but Latifi's doing a good job of keeping his head tucked and then reaching up and catching him with those left hands.
Yes.
There he did it again, but yes, that jab. Ooh, that low calf kick. He cracked him with it again.
As we saw in the Melendez fight, it doesn't take many of those kicks. He needs to go right back to that kick.
Looking to create openings, being sneaky. Nice jab there. Ooh. And ducked under that right hand well as Latifi looked to drop a bomb on him. Again with that low calf kick. That one hurt him. That one hurt him.
Pretty good counter right there by Latifi as we come up on 3 minutes to go in this one.
Oh, he caught him with an uppercut there and a left hand.
And you see in Tyson Pedro, another young guy that doesn't throw everything crazy and hard like Gavin Tucker did earlier, and his cardio's holding up better.
Right.
So you had two prospects tonight on this card, and one of them held up through the third round. Obviously, he's not taking the damage that Tucker took too, but he doesn't just fight with emotion. It doesn't go crazy, and you see him fighting well in the third round.
And he nailed him again with that low calf kick.
Smart by Latifi again, getting to wrestling positions. This is the one area that Tyson Pedro has not shown that he can compete with Ilir Latifi, is actually defending his takedowns. And once again, he takes him down.
And that is big for Ilir Latifi. And DC, you said this is a plus athlete who doesn't get enough credit for the athleticism that he brings to the table.
Oh yeah, because people see him and he's short. You know, he's not the biggest guy, but this kid is a fantastic athlete. He's a really good wrestler. And man, Ilir Latifi can do some crazy stuff in the gym. He'll be doing flips and stuff. The dude's insane, man. He's a great athlete. The beauty of Latifi is that he's getting to fight where he's comfortable though.
Yes.
He's been wrestling his whole life, so he's getting to fight where he's comfortable.
Oh.
Now Pedro's cut up.
And he's getting hit and he can't get back up. So he's being forced to absorb it, and he knows his short time here. And he can't do anything about it now. His technique's kind of out the window. He's tired.
Well, about as clean an effort as we have seen from Ilir Latifi inside the octagon. He's been known for the quick finishes.
Oh.
But tonight, putting it all together, landed every takedown he attempted. And potentially could be handing Tyson Pedro his first career loss.
And this will be a big win for Latifi, huge, because he knows how much hype there is behind this kid, and deserved hype. And he proved it inside the octagon. I mean, it was a real tough fight, but a fight where I think Latifi got the victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 29-28. 29-28 and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Ilir the Sledgehammer Latifi.
I mean, he's got kind of this Conor McGregor style going on here.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice right hand.
Hard hit right to the body. There's some pop to that.
Hayes is gonna have to get some respect, Joe.
Yeah, really. You know, this is what we talked about when we were talking about a real Olympic gold medalist in wrestling. The kind of athlete that you have to be to do that. You can get great at everything. And you're seeing that here, that same kind of focus. You're seeing a massively improved Henry Cejudo.
This is 2 fights in a row where he's looked better in the stand-up. Wilson Hayes has to do something to change this.
Yeah, he looked better against Benavidez. He looks way better tonight.
Yeah.
Like, look at this.
Oh, straight right
Nice
hand is
right
there.
hook by Hayes. Hayes landed a nice right hook in that little exchange here.
Hayes is landing if Cejudo stands in front of him in the pocket. But Hayes has more of a hard time closing the distance. He doesn't fight as long.
Cejudo's fighting with a lot of confidence right now.
Cejudo lands nearly 2 times as many significant strikes per minute as Hayes.
Watch him. He waits for Hayes to try to close the distance.
Nice knee.
And then he goes to his offense. Now he's in the front headlock position, drag him down. He's gonna try to get his right knee behind Wilson. Now he's gonna take the cradle to get the angle. Now he's got some top control. Wilson's doing a good job of holding his wrist. If Wilson Hayes, while holding those wrists, just get back to his feet, he'll be fine.
He's holding on to him here and landing some good shots and beating him up. The question is going to be, can Wilson do anything to him on the ground that he doesn't expect?
Yeah.
Because on the feet, he's having his way with Wilson. So does he decide to just challenge that ground game of Wilson's and see what's up?
It got defended, but it will give Henry the idea that takedown may be coming.
Henry, fist close. It's interesting because Henry's not that much taller. Oh, beautiful kick and a left right behind it. Man, Cejudo looks fantastic right now.
Hayes somewhat desperate, pressing forward with his own strikes. Less than a minute to go in the round.
Oh!
Knocked down for Cejudo.
Oh, look at that leg
Look at
kick.
it, man, just mixing it up.
Beautiful. Knee to the body.
He's not allowing Wilson to get a beat on what he's doing. He's mixing up his target. He's throwing kicks, he's throwing punches. Only thing he hasn't done is wrestle, and he's the Olympic champ.
No surprise, significant
Right
strikes.
when we said that.
Look at that. Quick finish. That was beautiful.
Every time you call somebody on something, they do the opposite, DC. It's like they're listening.
They don't take time. It's not you calling it on a second and all of a sudden it's done. Nostradamus, Nostrorogan.
Right clean.
Now you see Hayes fight with some urgency, trying to take the lead. He needs to take the lead. He cannot just try to wait and absorb everything from Henry Cejudo.
He clipped him with the right hook there.
Another knockdown for Cejudo. Henry Cejudo with his first UFC finish.
Wow.
That was lightning fast, that right hand.
Like a piss.
Holy smokes.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jaron Villel has called a stop to this contest at 25 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by knockout, Henry the Messenger Cejudo.
There's that long reach of Neil Magny coming into play right away.
80 inches. When Dos Anjos is at his best, he's blasting a lot of kicks to the leg. There you go. Right away. It happened again, Joe. It just happened again.
Perfect timing.
It just happened again.
Side control for Dos Anjos, and he has some ridiculous power kicks. Neil Magny trying to capture that left leg, and Dos Anjos protecting it, but he can't. And now it's tucked away. It's going to make it a little easier because of those ankle sleeves for Neil Magny to get some traction on that leg. Neil, who's got Elliot Marshall in his corner, is an outstanding jiu-jitsu coach. Now it's free. Now let's see if he goes under. What he should do if he wants to try to that deep half is try to underhook that right leg.
Yeah.
But Dos Anjos is a heavy guy, heavy on top, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's 195 pounds right now.
Right.
Really, really heavy bottom half. You see it in his legs, and he looks strong, and you can tell that his base is very strong. This time he changed it up too. You know, for a long time he trained at King's MMA with Rafael Cordero, but he went out and trained with a guy that's really gaining some steam, Jason Perillo, and he feels comfortable with this change. And sometimes you get a little complacent. You need to make a change for your career, and RDA is looking phenomenal right now.
Magny doing a pretty decent job, though, minimizing the damage, at least when it comes to the striking.
But he's in big trouble here, and he's getting hit with elbows, and he's got two options. Either he can just take these shots and try to defend or hold on, or he can try to make something happen, in which case he may give up his back.
Yep.
Right here.
Oh, he put himself.
Arm triangle. The
that is tight.
This is the squeeze.
That is tight.
He's going out.
That is tight.
That's as tight as it gets.
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
fresh. He's fresh.
RDA needs to lay his chest flat. Lay his chest flat on the mat to try to get the. There it is.
As
that pressure starts to go down,
that's giant.
It gets tighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 43 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle, Rafael Dos Anjos.
People always talk about Amanda's power, but Amanda is very, very fast and big for this weight class.
And staying on the outside and not allowing Valentina to close the distance.
And really keeping 셰브첸코 guessing. 셰브첸ko hasn't figured it out yet, so she hasn't been able to get her offense going as you would usually see her doing at the beginning of her other fights.
And that was a good kick to the body that landed clean for Amanda.
She's waiting to counter. You can see it.
Yeah.
Every time Amanda starts to come forward, look at that.
There it is.
You see her waiting to counter.
Ooh, kick to the body. She catches it and she eats a shot. She ate a hard shot while she was holding onto that leg. And remember, Amanda's shots, they're not like anybody else's in this division.
The guys in the gym say Amanda spars with him.
셰브첸코 doubling up on the jab to no avail. Nice
Oh, very nice. Oh, and she tagged her. Yeah, it's a very important point. She's done a much better job of pacing herself. And again, I think a lot of that's got to go to credit to American Top Team, the coaches that she's been working with, and her conditioning program, and just understanding the shortcomings of her, some of the past performances and where she went wrong.
And of course, this fight's scheduled for 25 minutes, so it's a different pacing exercise than that 15-minute fight back in March of 2016.
Nice Superman punch by Valentina. Superwoman punch.
There you go.
I don't think I'm going to say that anymore. Doesn't sound right.
It does. It's hard. Not easy to say.
She caught her with her right hand again on the break. Valentina landing
much better this time.
Much better, yeah.
셰브첸코 attempted just one takedown in the first fight when Nunes landed it. She has yet to attempt one, at least officially tonight. Total strikes pretty even thus far.
Another thing could be that Valentina knew that Amanda was going to come out strong, and so she decided to have a very limited output in the first round. And let's see if she picks up the pace headed into the second and third now. Amanda's hesitating much more, and the only thing that makes sense to me is that she got stung.
Yeah. Valentina must have gained some respect in there somewhere. Amanda has to allow her hands to go more kicks, more activity.
Close the hand.
Second warning from John McCarthy for Amanda Nunes to close that lead hand.
And Valentina's starting to get more loose. Look at that. She's getting more loose as Amanda's starting to be a little more tight in there in terms of her striking skill.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Nice. Excellent combination. And Amanda with a kick to the body.
Nice body kick, yeah. It's very difficult to attack 셰브첸코 because she's such a good counter striker, and she can do so many different things. She can counter with kicks and punches.
Yeah, and she's so good with that right check hook. I mean, when you're in those exchanges and there's any momentary lapse of movement or anything, she just uncorks that shot. And then she'll end up.
She's done some very good work with that push kick to the midsection of 셰브첸코, who punctuates that combination with a low kick nicely.
Well, you see her belly getting red. 셰브첸ko's belly's red from those nice push kicks that Nunes is doing. And her leg's bleeding. Because from one of the kicks, 셰브첸ko's leg is actually bleeding on the front.
셰브첸ko is having some real good success with that right low kick, that switch kick off the lead leg. She's landed it a couple of times hard on Nunes' left thigh. Oh, she landed that one.
Yes, she's getting closer.
Leg kicks landed, slight advantage to the champion Amanda Nunes.
And she's not fading.
Amanda Nunes is as good a technical striker as anyone.
The problem is when you go into the fire, you could wake up with a flashlight in your face.
Yeah, you can. You can, but the fight's still very competitive. You know, we don't know how these judges are scoring these rounds.
It's a very good point. I mean, you got to think that Amanda Nunes is pressuring the action. There's a nice high kick. And I like how she faked low first. Well, 셰브첸ko grabbed her fingers when she went back to the corner, and the truck is isolated what happened to her hand. She got punched on the tip of the finger, and her finger bent back, and she immediately grabbed it 53 seconds into the round. Oh, he's going to take the point away from her.
Close it.
Right.
Okay.
Another warning.
Yeah, he's told her every round. Wow, that's a nice inside leg kick.
Nice counter left hand.
Nice counter left hand. And Amanda shook her head for the first time like, you didn't get me, which means...
You probably got it.
Yeah, exactly. Why? Why do people do that when it's like the oldest tale in the book?
Yeah.
It's like playing poker going, I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing, Joe. Both corners seem pretty happy with what they're seeing. Valentina's corner just said, we need you to do more. More activity.
Amanda looks very angry coming in here. She looks way more aggressive.
Beautiful counter right from
That
Nunes.
counter's got some pop to it.
She's carrying that power real late into the fight.
Nunes has done a pretty decent job beating up that lead leg of 셰브첸ko.
Oh! 셰브첸ko cracked her.
Slight edge in terms of lands for Amanda Nunes, 60-51.
Well, there's the edges and the power. That's something that, you know, you can't obviously measure. Oh, beautiful leg kick by Valentina.
Tonight, she seems to be carrying her pace late to the fight with no problem. Good counter by 셰브첸ko.
Very good counter. And there's that front kick to the body again.
Well, so much has been made of that third round in this previous meeting. Maybe too much made of it, right? I mean, Nunes fought Rousey and Tate in the 2 fights thereafter. Got them both out of there in the first round. Didn't have a chance to prove that she had shored that up.
Well, she got tagged again.
Yes, she
nice
did.
knee to the body. And now she's coming back. Let's see if she runs into a trap, though. She gets emotional when she gets hit, and she looks to get it back.
She did it again with the hands.
Yeah, it's just so instinctive.
Oh.
Valentina's aiming for the center of her chest. Amanda's sliding her head back. Instead, Valentina just going to the body.
Under a minute now to go in this 4th round.
The real problem is no one is decisively winning these rounds.
Any round. It's like the Durand-me home fight where we were sitting there watching going, I don't know which round goes to which person.
Yeah.
They're all just so close.
Without the cheap shots.
Without the punches after the whistle.
And with a little more action, I would say, as well. 30 seconds now to go in the round.
Well, you got to remember that Holly Holm, she blasted Jermaine with a high kick. She hit her with that question mark kick and dropped her, and also dropped her with a straight left hand. So no one's been dropped in this fight. No one's been really cracked and stunned.
Valentina's having a really good 4th round.
Yeah,
Man, she does a phenomenal job of countering.
Amanda's loading up a little bit. You saw it with that right hand. But Big John was saying 5th round, go after it. And Amanda said something to Valentina. I think she said she was going to try to do that. Oh, here we go.
Now we're going.
This is angry Amanda.
Yes, and now for a conditioned Amanda Nunes, she can really start to let it go. This is the final frame.
Yeah, she can really let everything go now. She can fight with all the power and aggressiveness that she carries.
I'd like her to throw more of those right kicks to the body, though.
Shot from Nunes.
First takedown attempt in the 5th round by Amanda Nunes.
And she shot 6 times in the first meeting against just 1 for 셰브첸코.
Are they chanting, let's go Oilers?
I think so.
Underhook here for Amanda Nunes in the clinch.
Very smart by Amanda to change something. Change down to the double. She did really well in the grappling last time against 셰브첸코.
How strong she is.
She had her hands locked there, weren't exactly sure what to do, and now she's exerting a lot of energy. 셰브첸코 needs to dig an underhook with her left arm to try to change his position. And Amanda gave it up.
For this fight in particular, this is a hard fight to score.
Somebody's going to be very upset.
Nice knee to the body by Valentina.
Because both teams can feel like they've done enough to win this fight.
Right.
And those are the ones where you don't envy the judges with their great seats. Big mistake by 셰브첸코. Should not have tried that headlock. You don't need that. You don't need that at that time. Big mistake by Valentina 셰브첸코.
And now she's got a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt on her back. Amanda's got to, she's got to take some chances here, but she doesn't want to lose a position, and she did lose it.
She lost it anyway.
But she's going for the takedown now.
Got her hands locked.
Valentina's outstanding with this takedown defense.
I mean, imagine her at 125 pounds.
Oh, she's a beast here, yeah. Look at that.
Great takedown defense by Valentina 셰브첸코.
And Amanda's
look
still going for it.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at
She
Amanda
gets
Nunes
it.
trying to put an exclamation point on this fight.
And that might do it if she can get off some ground and pound here and do something with this position.
Yeah.
But she's got to advance. She's got to push her down more. But Valentina's got her shoulder and her back right up to the cage now. I would like to see her try to advance position, though.
Yeah.
If she's stuck here in the guard, Big John could easily stand. Well, there's only 10 seconds to
10
go.
seconds left in the fight. That was a big statement by Amanda Nunes. Going and securing that takedown to finish the fight on top.
And it's interesting because before that, Valentina was landing more shots. Oh, wow, they're still angry at each other.
They had 25 minutes to fight. They had 25 minutes to fight. You want to fight once the bell's over?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Tony Weeks scores the contest 48-47, 셰브첸코. Sal Diamano scores the contest 48-47, Nunes. And David Therrey scores the contest 48-47 for the winner by split decision and still